Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be going over the MapleStory X Dave the Diver patch notes v261. Now, honestly, this video is probably going to be quite a bit shorter than other videos because for a lot of the contents in this, you're either going to have to look at your class Discord to get all the details, or there's going to be a follow-up video from me talking about the event in much more detail because it'll just be a lot better if I show you it within the game so you actually see it instead of just reading what it says on the patch notes. But we're still going to go over all of the important stuff on the patch notes so you know what to expect and you're aware of what you need to be aware of. And of course, if this video helped you out, definitely be sure to subscribe and watch the other videos. I also live stream, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch. Pull up to the live streams. It's always a lot of fun. And of course, join the Discord if you haven't already. So let's get right into it. The first thing is the new mastery nodes. So if you don't know what this means, basically there are more 6-job skills that you can upgrade and enhance to make your character stronger for every single class, except for Sia, seemingly. The best thing that you should do is join your class Discord and see what your class Discord says about every single one of your new skills. It'll tell you how much stronger you're getting by, whether the skills are good or they're bad. It's for every single class pretty much, so it's much better to join a class Discord than to just read what this patch note says. It's not going to give you that much information. The class Discord will tell you everything you need to know. Something else that was really good is they made some changes to some of the non-KMS classes, in particular Hayato, Kana, Moshen, and Lin. The gist of it is Lin got a pretty good buff, which makes Lin honestly even more broken, and Hayato and Kana got better quality of life with Sengoku Force, so they're not as RNG anymore, so it feels really good to play them. And then obviously if you want all of the details, you should again join your class Discords. They will have every single detail there in a nice readable format for you, like you could just look at some of the channels and it'll be there. Next up is Dave the Diver. So you guys can expect probably a couple videos on Dave the Diver, like a quick summary of how it works, and then like a more detailed video on a guide. The gist of it is it's essentially a whole other game. Like there's a lot that goes into this event. It's not just like kill 1,000 mobs and you get event rewards. No, the Dave the Diver collab is literally like a whole game within MapleStory, which is crazy. Like you have weapons that you can get, monsters that you can kill, different mechanics, bosses, tons of rewards. But the main reward that you should be thinking about getting is the advanced EXP vouchers. You can get 10,000 advanced EXP vouchers from doing this event. Now, to be honest, the event is kind of a lot of work. You can expect videos about it. And honestly, the other rewards aren't that crazy. A lot of it is just cosmetics, like a ton of cosmetics, androids and stuff like that for this event. But also, if you like Dave the Diver, do you like these games, you're probably going to enjoy this a lot. But if you're sitting here thinking like, do I have to do this event? Are the rewards best in slot? Am I going to miss out on Legacy? No, you're not going to miss out on Legacy. Even if you skip out this entire event, you're not going to miss out on that much. But with the coins that you get from doing this event, I would definitely say the 10,000 XP vouchers are really good. Honestly, the VIP boosters are kind of underrated too. You could get a bunch every single day and that'll increase your XP rates. But like I said, look forward to a more in-depth video on Dave the Diver coming up too, so I can show you guys everything about it. Ride or Die event. So I just uploaded a video talking about the Ride or Die badge. I'm going to give you a quick summary about how Ride or Die works. Again, this is an event that you need to see in game to fully understand it. Even if we go through and read all of this stuff, it's going to be confusing. You have to see it. So again, expect a follow-up video on Ride or Die. But basically how this event works, just to give you like a quick summary, is you have bosses that you need to kill. So these 5 bosses, Magnus, Horntail, Papulatus, Darknell, and Vellum. You have 20 lives across all 5. You enter the boss, kill the boss, you leave, and then wait for your cooldowns, enter the next boss, and continue. And you have 20 lives for the total of all the bosses. Let's say you use all 20 lives by the time you reach Papulatus, then you're not going to be able to do the next 2 bosses and you're done. Every single time you kill a boss, you get a certain amount of points. And based off of how many points you get, the reward gets bigger. You get a bigger chest and you get more of this item called Kazakh's Fragments, which basically give you an RNG reward. Now, how do you get more points? You get more points by changing the difficulty. So code B is like easy mode, code A is normal, code S is hard, and code X is like extreme mode, which is new. There's a new difficulty here, and I wonder how hard that's going to actually be. So the higher difficulty you do, the more points you get. There are also challenges. You see here how it says challenge settings. The more challenges that you do, the harder the bosses become. So there's all these like extra bonus effects that can happen in the boss that make the boss really, really hard to kill, but you also get way more points. So the higher the difficulty and the more challenges you put, the more points you get. And you also lose points by dying. So if you have 20 lives, and let's say you clear everything on Code X with max difficulty, with max challenges, then you would get the absolute max amount of rewards. Now, Code X apparently is you have to enter with only your weapon, secondary, and emblem. As you can see here, it says Code X requirements, only your weapon, secondary, and emblem can be equipped for this challenge. Swapping equipment will be disabled during battle, which is pretty crazy because even for someone like me, I'm at 464 mil combat power. When I only wear my weapon, secondary, and emblem, I'm at like 43 mil. So this is going to be extremely hard, it seems like, but I guess we'll see what happens, to be honest with you. And of course, look forward to more videos about this. And obviously, whenever you get your rewards at the end of the week, it'll look like this. It'll say, this is what your weekly score is. This is the chest that you got. These are how many Kazakhs frags you got. And then you open it and you can get a lot of rewards. And the rewards are good too. Like if you get these chests, you get a lot of XP vouchers. You get a lot of crafting materials, gold coins, silver coins, soul urda, and you can use them to buy stuff from the shop. Now there is a potable badge. I made a video about this. It's the previous video before this one, so make sure you watch it because this thing is like the dumbest thing in the game. It's nowhere near as good as you think it is. And these are the items that you can get from the Kazakhs fragments. Now what's very interesting is you can get something called a Mape node stone from the Kazakhs fragments, and the Mape node stone gives you a special effect that you can use. And some of these effects are really good, like Meso drop rate 20%, item drop rate 20%, XP. But then they added this one, which is a new one. It says reduces cooldowns for all skills by 20%. This has the potential to be like an absolutely mind-boggling amount of bonus damage if it really reduces all of your cooldowns by 20%. This would make it so that your origin is on like a 4.5 minute cooldown, which is crazy, by the way. So we'll see exactly how this works, but this could be insane. And then participating in Ride or Die, every single week you get rewards. The most important reward is the one you get after 6 weeks. You get the Ride or Die Legion block, which is best in slot. So if you don't have this Legion block, you definitely should do Ride or Die. Regardless of difficulty, you should do it. All you have to do is participate in the event for 6 weeks. And participating in the event means you have to kill, I think, either 3 bosses or at least 1 boss, regardless of the difficulty, every single week. So you could literally do it on like easy mode with no challenges and you'll still get the block as long as you do it every week. And then there's the coin shop, which honestly, it doesn't have like too many crazy things. The E flames and the black flames are really good. Same with the Mape nodes in case like this Inspector Power 3-1 is actually that crazy. Soul Urda fragments are also good on it. It could help like unlock masteries. The mag pots are also really good to get. 17-star scroll isn't that bad. Symbol selector isn't that bad either, to be honest with you. So there is a lot of good stuff that you can get. You could also buy the badge instead of trying to RNG roll it with the Kazakhs frags, but then you would have to cube the badge if you bought it. If you happen to roll it with the Kazakhs frags, it comes pre-cubed. And then these are also the new cubes that they created specifically for the badge. There is a continuation to the Morning Star event. There's this Morning Star fountain. All you have to do is kill 1,000 mobs every single day and you will get bonus coins. So it's super simple and just allows you to just get more coins for the event. Now, if you're on the Challengers World, you can also do the same thing and get coins for the Challengers World, so you can buy more stuff from the shop, which is also really nice. Now, I don't know if I was the only one, but I was very sad seeing that Breumi was going away, but it's okay. She's coming back and she's going to have a new skill that activates after you defeat 250 monsters within your level, and you get a bunch of bonus XP. And the bonus XP you get is actually really good. So if you're going to be training and you use Breumi's effect, it's going to help out a lot. Now, there is a new check-in thing called Burning Express. This isn't burning. I know it says burning and it's confusing. It starts on August 13th. It's not going to be the first day of this patch, so keep that in mind. But it's very simple. All you have to do is kill 1,000 monsters, press check-in, and you'll get the rewards that are on the top row. If you want the stuff on the bottom row, you're going to have to hand over 30k Maple points. So another thing to spend money on for a little bit of progression. They're trying to juice us as much as possible. Now, the stuff on the bottom is obviously good, but if you don't get it, it's not the end of the world again. Magpot, Transcendent Pot are good, but not the end of the world if you don't get it. 30k Maple points could be a lot of money for some people, so don't feel bad if you can't get it. Now, for the Legends Return, this was the previous event a couple months ago. The rewards are finally going to be handed out to all the players that participated in it. So if you were ever wondering about that, they're finally going to be handed out. Now, for the Hyperion World Leap, something that they added is there's going to be Hyperion World perks during these dates. Now, these world perks are actually really good, especially the 1.5 1.5 times item drop rate. This does mean you get 1.5 times more mesos. Like for example, when I was training for 2 hours on Hyperion, I made 2.4 billion mesos in 2 hours. Like those are crazy rates. So for the few people that are in Hyperion, you guys are going to be able to get way more meso rates during these like 8 days or something. And if you haven't leaped over and you're thinking about it, I would do it. Something they added for the Challengers World is they made it so that after the maintenance, you are going to get double the amount of Challenger points instead of the typical 100 for killing 1,000 mobs, which means you're going to be able to get to Emerald and Diamond pretty significantly faster because you're going to get 200 points a day instead of 100. So all the calculations that people have done before, it was like considering 100 points a day. Now you're going to get 200 points a day, which is actually really, really good. It makes it so that you can honestly skip out on like a whole C10 boss in the long term. You don't even have to solo it and you'll still get the same amount of points. And last but not least, let's talk about the Sunny Sundays. This coming weekend has Monster Park XP, which is really, really good. Excludes Monster Park Extreme, keep that in mind. Rune Haste, so this is going to be a really good day for training. This is just garbage pretty much, like you don't really need to care about this. And then August 3rd, the Hexastat increase. If you haven't done your Hexastat yet, this is a really, really good day to do it because the chances of you getting a high main stat will be considerably higher. And then Mag Soul with Inner Ability, another Haste event as well after that. And then there's going to be a 5, 10, 15 starring event on August 17th, which is definitely something that you should save for. I'm going to be saving for it. It's really important to utilize this event. 5, 10, 15 is a lot better than 30% off. So I would save money for it. And then another Mag Soul as well. And then Monster Park after that with Haste. So Sunny Sunday lineup isn't too bad. Pretty good. There's some pretty good ones for training. And then 5, 10, 15 can never really complain about that. It's a really good event. And then the next patch after this will be on August 27th. So all in all, let me know what you think of this patch. I think it's an okay patch. I mean, there wasn't anything kind of that unexpected. We pretty much got everything that we knew we would get. This is a continuation of the Stargazer patch. So I wouldn't necessarily think of this patch as like its own patch or like a really big patch. It's not. It's just a continuation of the Stargazer patch. So the Stargazer patch is the patch that we're in right now plus this one. That's the totality of the Stargazer patch basically. There's like part 1 and part 2. They always do that. Anyways, if you have any questions, definitely leave a comment below. Join the Discord, come to the live stream, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch. Check out Opera GX. It would help me out a lot. That all being said though, appreciate you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Shout out to my beautiful members: Blazefire, Shooms, Shagad, Ravi Espa, Koga, Skittles, CKJ, Vampiric X, Fresh and Juicy, Kelvin, Cloud Figs, Trashbot, Henzo, Dylan, Cloudy Quesos, Jason B, Sylvester L, J.A., Russell M, Mochi Teddy, Zero Sama, Shredbot, Michael R, and Suna TM. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys ever want to submit art, put it in the Discord fan art channel, and I'll see you for the next video.